Look, I'm a giant degenerate. If you saw the presentation video, you know I should probably be locked up on Alcatraz or some prison with the key thrown into the river. But for this Valentine's Day, why don't we take it a step back and make this channel wholesome again? So let's talk about a very nice, comfy rom-com anime to give everybody all those nice, warm feelings. So today, I'm gonna talk about a personal favorite rom-com of mine and how this anime is different and why it's so special to me. So don't expect an actual review because that'll take fucking forever. Just watch the anime. Anyways, that anime is Tsurezure Children. If you don't know, Tsurezure Children is a rom-com anime that came out in the summer of 2017. It's also called Tsurezure Children, and I don't really know why, but my anime list primarily refers to it as Tsurezure, and that's also what the manga is called, so we're gonna just go with that. Now, the anime ran for 12 episodes, and each episode is actually really short, clocking in at around 13 minutes long, so it's actually one of the easier anime to binge when you want to evade your responsibilities, or not edit videos. But what I really like about Tsurezure Children is its unique concept. It really does something special by not having a main couple or even main characters, at least not in the conventional sense. This anime follows like 23 main characters. I don't know, I can't count past 12. There's just a lot of fucking people in this anime. And each pairing tackles a different rom-com trope, which really helps differentiate them from each other. Now, I know what you're thinking.
But wait, with that many characters and only 12 episodes, you'd have to split the episode up to give them all equal screen time.
Yes, that's exactly what they do. Every episode is split into thirds with about 3 to 4 minutes dedicated to one pairing and whatever the hell they got going on. And I actually think this balancing works really well, especially if you consider the fact that the original 4-koma manga isn't actually that long either. So when you really think about it, there's not really that much content to adapt for a typical 22-minute long episode. Now, I know this anime sounds like a recipe for disaster, but honestly, its massive cast and their instant likability is its strongest selling point. Also, I never actually had a high school romance, so I'm gonna vicariously live through them because I'm a rom-com fan. That's what we do. Also, what's great is that with each pairing's very limited amount of screen time, they don't really have a lot of time to go through all that boring or unneeded parts we typically see in most rom-com anime. There's only really enough time to tell the story they really want to tell. So you heard that right, rom-com fans. We finally beat the misunderstanding trope. Well, kinda, but you know, semantics. All you need to know is that it's used tastefully and not as a giant nuisance that makes you want to spring mushroom into the Grand Canyon. This is a pure slice of life, even though it's not technically classified as such. It's not the highly dramatized version that anime likes to sell to you, or the pure soap opera drama that makes you want to hang like a Christmas ornament. It's just a pure high school romance that I think a lot of shows kind of lose focus on nowadays. I think we're entering a point in anime where everything has to go bigger, whether that's bigger action or bigger plot lines or bigger drama or even bigger depression for MAPPA animators. I think we're losing sight of the very small, very grounded, very human moments that make all these big events feel so grand and give it its true meaning. Which is why Tsurezure Children really sticks out to me despite it being 7 years old. There is no grand plot line it's building up to, no giant tournament arc of who's the better couple or some big build up to them just holding hands. It's just regular teenagers experiencing a bunch of funny things in their lives. It's literally just all the wacky stuff its giant ensemble goes through, and I think that's more than enough. It's brave enough to be normal, and I think that shouldn't be overlooked or even looked down upon. To me, there's something so precious about seeing media actually depict people my age being normal. Don't get me wrong, it's not exactly like this. I mean, I say fuck more than the guy who fucking invented it, but generally stuff that happens in our lives isn't that remarkable, but that doesn't mean the stuff that happens in our lives are any less special. There is beauty to be found in simplicity, and it's sad that the slice of life genre gets overlooked by its inherent normality. Just because something is simple or viewed as such, it doesn't automatically mean it's boring or one note. Love is arguably the most complex word in the English language, and Tsurezure Children is able to present its complexities in a ironically very simple way. Two of my favorite couples in the anime, Akagi and Kaji and Yamane and Kurihara, are at the complete opposite sides of the spectrum. Akagi and Kaji are two very different people who start dating instantly and grow to truly love and value each other as people and as partners. Hell, my favorite moment in the anime is just Akagi telling Kaji he truly loves her, and well, a different kind of studying happens that afternoon if you know what I'm saying. Then we have Yamane and Kurihara, two people who, for a lack of better words, are very interested in each other, yet aren't dating because of the dreaded low self-esteem. What kind of loser would suffer from that? Fuck you. And one of my favorite moments in the series is Kurihara just taking a genuine interest in the stuff Yamane likes. She's literally the girl of all of us weeaboo's dreams. Ain't she perfect? Kill me. So both moments are relatively simple, with the same idea of presenting high school romance, yet they're so drastically different from each other, and that's the whole crux of this anime. It's all the same theme, same idea, but they're all presented in these widely different ways that still have the same meaning. Every love is different. It doesn't matter if it's one you can't bring yourself to confess or one you simply can't comprehend. It's love nonetheless. And I do appreciate how much of an emphasis this anime has put on it. Like I said, it's the crux of it all, and you really do feel it. Everyone feels so distinct from one another, and the way they react to love are so different from one another. It's so fascinating that we can have this kind of anime that does this, but you can relate to every single one of them in some way, shape, or form, despite not even closely living their experiences. It's really cool, and it makes you wonder how anyone can get any one of them confused with one another. You'd really have to watch this anime with both eyes blinking really hard to get any one of them mixed up with one another. Like seriously, they literally all have different colored hair. How do you mix any of them up? Anyways, each love is special and is unique, and being able to see how it evolves and changes over time through the anime and through the manga is something that is worth watching or reading if you're into that. There is something so earnest about seeing these characters tackle that great challenge that is love, and it's heartwarming to see the sheer painful cringe and happiness that comes with it. Okay, I really turned up the pretentious dick inside of me while writing this video. I mean, I wrote like 1,100 words about a 2-hour-long anime that nobody really cares about, and I'm calling it peak despite not even really talking about any of the characters in the anime. Which, yes, I'm aware is a weird choice, but I didn't want this video to be like 3 hours, so I took a different approach. Anyways, I'd like to acknowledge that yes, this anime isn't perfect. Its fast-paced nature makes it practically impossible to get any real deep development. I mean, not to hate on the anime I literally just made a video about, but Takase and Kanda are kinda boring, and it was a little hard to be super engaged. Also, the fact that there's so many characters means you're bound to like more than others, and you just want to see them specifically. For example, I really like Sugawara and Takano, and not because she's voiced by Inori Minase. Though you know, it certainly helped. For anyone who doesn't know, Inori Minase voices the girl who was fucking robbed.
Itsuki should have won. Her! Her!
But the childhood trope.
I'm giant Miku simp. But I still agree. Itsuki should have won.
She deserved better.
She deserved better. Not this bullshit at the end.
Also, she sings the OP, I'm My Moko, but yeah, generally I wish there was more Sugawara and Takano. And of course, with its short time span, it can come across as plain or generic, which, you know, is fair. Honestly, I know I gassed up this anime for like the past however long this video has been, but it's not even my favorite of all time, which I know is crazy considering I literally wrote a whole opinion piece about it and used it as an example for some of my problems with the rom-com genre, but that doesn't take away from the fact it truly is something special. I think this recent oversaturation of so many 12, 13 episode long anime that insist on having these overarching plots that always end up with the same ending of, oh, they're holding hands, or oh, there's a kiss on the cheek, and then leave with the same cliffhanger of will they confess, has honestly left me kinda jaded. It really does make it hard to watch some of these rom-coms when I can just look at the title and just tell it'll be a waste of my time. So having an anime that's pretty much the very antithesis of what has become the standard of most rom-com anime from its very first episode, and still somehow consistently going even further beyond while managing to craft fun characters that all stand out from each other and get them to grow throughout their stories despite only having like 20 minutes of screen time. And to top that off, it does it while being funny as fuck, which is a goddamn miracle in this genre. Like, this anime actually did get me to chuckle sometimes, especially when Chiaki and Kana were on screen, and my god, is this a fucking achievement. There are so many unfunny anime, it makes me want to blow my brains out. This anime has been a nice, refreshing journey that I really enjoyed from start to finish, and one I don't mind watching every now and again to give me that sense of fresh air that I always need and bring me back and remind me why I really love rom-coms in the first place. Also, I never even got to talk about the manga. I read the manga a while back, and big shocker, I fucking enjoyed it. It's obviously more of the same stuff, but with even more characters. So if you like the anime, you should probably check out the manga considering there's even more content and their stories continue on further. Like, we were robbed of a second season. Like, seriously, why didn't we get a second season? If Nintendo can somehow make Tears of the Kingdom within 5 years, we can get a Tsurezure Children Season 2. Anyways, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and, as always, lock your doors.